Hi, I'm Ryan Cowboy, and today we're starting a new game, Juno New Origins. So this is basically like spaceflight simulator on steroids. Like it's 3D, it's a lot more physics, it's a lot more accurate, and it's really fun. So first we're going to select our company name. I'll just name it 1234. And there are two options for your game type. Career, where you need to complete contracts, land on new planets, and there's a tech tree which you have to unlock new engines and new parts, which you can go from default to hybrid. Okay, that's not what I'd call it, but okay. And I will be doing that, but first I'm going to be doing Sandbox, where it's a sandbox game. The planetary system will be the Juno system, not the one I played on at first. But it's okay. And we're just going to be starting that. So I think I would just recommend choosing this and looking at the parts for a while. There's Druid. There are parts, there are crew compartments, habitats, capsules, there are orbiting modules, there are texts, there are aircraft parts which I'm not going to use. There are a bunch of engines. I'm definitely going to be using you. And then there are power sources, and then all this stuff. And then if we just click launch, whoa. Okay, let me explain this real quick. So basically, this shows your speed, your altitude, the nav, which is really useful. And I'll get to that in a second. Your heading, which is basically which way are you going. So if I want to go this way, I would set my triangle to be facing that way. If I want to go that way, same thing. But you can also do that by, I think, just doing like that. Yeah, and that works too. But and then this, which is just your average pitch, and then your nav ball. If you just start going up, you're going to see this weird like crosshair with a dot in the middle. That's your prograde. Ooh. And yeah, that basically shows which way your spacecraft is going. It's not going to tell you where it's currently going. That's what this like weird that sign is. That's what that sign is for. That shows you which way you are going, where your aircraft is facing. But the prograde shows you which way your aircraft is actually moving. You could be moving this way, except your aircraft could be facing that way. And that's why the prograde is useful. So I would just recommend playing around with it and just doing some stuff, like just learning to move the controls a bit. It's just really fun to play around with. After I crash, I'll just quickly show. Okay. Yeah, but just play around with it. I'm going to show you how to basically get into a good orbit. Check your staging. Yes, check your staging. That's very useful. Forget where that is. I think it's... Yeah, this is your stage. See? It says main engine, parachute. Quickly delete this, and right now you just have your average capsule. I'm going to go to electronics. Get solar panels. After this, I'm going to get a heat shield. Because, again, as we learned last time, blocks the heat. And I'm going to get an interstage. That's what it's called. And you look at this and you're like, what are all these arrows? What is... Oh, it moves it around. I don't need it this big. But you can change this. Change top. Except I'm going to change it to be a bit smaller. Then I'm going to add a fuel tank. And make this one maybe a bit smaller. And I'm going to add a mage engine. Come on, you got this. Ah, nice, okay. You can move this with your right click and then move around the point with your left click. Then after this, I'm going to add another interstage. Then I'm going to add fuel tank. Fuel tank. Then another fuel tank. Then I'm going to add a Titan engine. And yeah, this is basically your orbital craft. And then we're going to pitch to about 70 degrees. Click Z and X for your speed, and you can do Control and Shift to be a bit more accurate. Then you can also control your aircraft with WASD, but it could get a bit funky at some point, so only use it when you need to. Then we would lift off by clicking space. Okay. And this is your map. This shows you your trajectory and where you're going to crash. It's very useful. And that's when I'm going to click space again, and it's going to start my second stage. I'm going to quickly get to 70 kilometers. Warp to there. Oh, I forgot. It's really annoying to warp here. Oh, shit. Oops, that's the wrong button. That's fine. I can just... Okay, come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Space in this game is accurate. 70,000 meters. That's space. Which is good. Because if it wasn't, this game would be really weird to play. Like, really weird. Because the next game, Kerbal Space Program, also has it set to 70 kilometers. It's basically this, but it's just... I like it more. Because it's just... I honestly don't know why I like it more. I think it's just because there are just so many more options, I guess. Actually, no, not really. I don't know. It's just a game. And there we have it. We have an orbit. Not a stable orbit, but we have an orbit. If I had a bit more fuel, I would make that to 70 kilometers. Because as we can see... Okay, yeah, but... Ooh, that wasn't a good idea. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh gosh. But yeah, okay, I'm going to pause this real quick. So, we've entered an orbit. There is heat. So, as you can see, we're at 50 kilometers. But, if the atmosphere is 70, What that means that we will be taking heat damage? And the answer is absolutely. And yeah, that didn't work out so well. If I just had a bit more fuel, that could have worked out. But yeah, that's the basics of Juno New Orgins. Just play around with it. Just have fun. Just learn the orbital mechanics. Then next time we will be talking a bit about possibly some lunar. That's not parachute is taking damage. Where is the parachute? No idea. But you, we we will possibly be talking about lunar and more parts. And yeah, that's really it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, that's really